How you guys doing today? It's Monday, March 23rd. Just want to go over this assignment with you, all right, and just kind of give you an update. I've really tried to plan out the next week as best as I could for you guys to give you an understanding. So right now we're talking about the marketing mix. I was going to do a quiz, as you guys know, but I'm going to hold off. I want to go through each of the 4 P's of marketing, and then we'll do kind of like a quiz just on the things that we've gone over as far as product, price, place, and promotion. So those are the 4 P's of marketing. So today we're going to focus on product, right? Next time, which will be tomorrow, we're going to focus on the pricing, right? And I'm going to show you some pricing strategies that businesses use to price their products. All right. Then we're going to go into placement, which talks about having the product the right place at the right time. We'll talk about retail stores, selling products online, and we'll also talk a little bit more about the distribution process and how that can affect the product itself, the price. It can, again, all of these are in harmony with each other. And then last but not least, we'll talk about promotion, which is getting the product out there to people so that they know about it, right? So that's the promotion, the advertising, putting things on social media. We're going to go into all of that. So today is product, okay? First of 4. So in the next 4 classes, we'll go over each. All right, so let me go over this with you. All right. The basic definition of marketing is putting the right product in the right place at the right time. Putting the right product in the right place at the right price at the right time. In order to make this definition understandable, marketers have created the marketing mix, also known as the 4 P's of marketing. The 4 P's of the marketing mix include product, price, place, and promotion. The 4 P's help businesses focus on each specific element of the marketing mix in order to avoid mistakes and create a successful marketing plan. So basically, that first paragraph is saying we have these 4 P's. It's an easy way to remember: product, price, place, promotion. Right, having 4 P's. It's known as the marketing mix, and all 4 of these together, if you can successfully put all 4 of these together so that they are working in harmony with each other, you should be able to avoid mistakes in your marketing plan and create a successful one. Right. So the first of the 4 P's in the marketing mix is product. A product review is a great way to understand the product element of the marketing mix. So soon we're going to be watching a product review. As stated in the marketing mix PowerPoint from last week, we need to identify whether the product is a good, service, or idea. All right. So again, a good is a tangible product. A service is something that you do for someone else that they will pay you to do. Right. An idea is kind of a bigger level. Autism Speaks, Live Strong. That was a strong idea. The Ice Bucket Challenge, right, was an idea. From there, we need to understand whether our product is a need or want. This will help us determine the best way to market our product to the consumers. Often businesses will market their product as a need in order to strongly influence the consumer's decision making. So sometimes we may see a product that is a want, but businesses will advertise it or promote it in a way that makes the consumer think that it's a need. Finally, we need the design, features, size, color, and branding to be thoughtfully aimed at a specific target market. We can do this by recognizing market segments. So there's market segments, okay, such as geographics, country, city, language, climate, population. All right, so where you live may influence what it is that you're buying. All right, again, someone in the city is probably not buying a John Deere tractor. If they do have a yard, it's most likely very small, right? And most people in the city don't need a lawnmower whatsoever. There is no grass. Okay, so it'd be a very bad place to market that. However, out in the country, right, would be a great place to market John Deere tractors. So geographics, just the location of where people live, could be a difference maker in who will buy the product. Demographics, country, city, language, climate, population, all part of geographics. Right? Demographics, age, gender, income, education, social status, family, life stages, occupation. Okay, the most recent hip hop album that comes out probably not going to be aimed at your grandfather, right? The lyrics, the things that are said in it, the artwork of the album itself, right? All of these things are more focused on, a younger age, right? And could also, again, demographics play a big role in that, right? So demographics could also be age, gender, income, education, social status, family, life stages, occupation. Right, so all of these are part of demographics. Right? And sometimes marketing can be a bit stereotypical in that you are going to say, okay, this type of person is the one that would buy this product, right? And we go, oh, that's wrong, that's stereotyping. Well, again, the business is not necessarily trying to stereotype as much as they're trying to find who they think is going to be the person that will buy this product. And once we can identify who that person is based on their geographics, demographics, psychographics, and their behaviors, once we can figure that, we have a better idea of how we can get this product to those people so that they hear about it, we get it in their head, and we want it to stay in their head until they end up purchasing it. Psychographics is the next one, right, which includes lifestyle, the activities that someone may be interested in, right? Could be sports, right? Interests, opinions, concerns, values, personality, right? All of these are part of the psychographics of an individual. And then the final segment is behavioral, right? What are the benefits that are sought of the out of the product, right, from the consumer? The usage of it, the intent, occasion that you'll use it, buyer stage, right? My father, he bought a lawnmower a few years back and decided to help our neighbors by cutting their grass every week with his. They were getting older and having trouble cutting their own grass. So my dad used our lawnmower to cut his grass, our neighbor's grass, and also another neighbor who ended up breaking her hip. So he was cutting three lawns once or twice a week, and that lawnmower ended up actually breaking right after that summer. It was fairly new, and my dad realized that we were going to need a bigger, more durable lawnmower, right? So again, that's where we talk about behavioral, right? The occasion, right, or the usage of it. The usage of it, right? If you're using something often, right, you may need a commercial grade, something that is going to be more durable, right? Versus if someone has a small lawn, right, you might just be able to get a cheaper tractor that'll make it easier for you to cut the grass, but not need it to last, 10 years or 3 acres of land a day. Okay, let's look at an example of 2 footwear products that tell separate stories in regards to who will buy them. All of this is based on the look of the product and the features of the product. So we got a pair of Skechers light up shoes and Ariat Cowboy steel toe boots. Okay, so the question I ask is who would want to buy the shoe on the left and who would want to buy the boots on the right. Okay, we don't need to sit here and answer that question. I think you guys have a pretty good idea, right? The one on the left, that's most likely aimed at a young female, right? Probably a toddler, right? Some between the ages of, 3 and 7, 3 and 8 maybe, right? So that's who would most likely want to buy that shoe versus the men's cowboy boots on the right, right? Again, aimed at men for this specific style, right? It's genuine leather, steel toe boots. This is going to be aimed at someone who has much more of a Midwestern lifestyle. Again, we can look at the lifestyle of this, but the 2 people that are going to purchase each of these products are very different, right? Most likely mom is going to buy the product on the left, whereas the product on the right, may still be for mom, but for a very different purpose, right? So again, I think you guys will just be able to look at those products and make an understanding of which product is aimed at which specific person. So let's look down here below. The Skechers light up shoes cost $34.99, and the Ariat steel toe cowboy boots cost $199.95. If you had a 5-year-old sister, would you buy her the cowboy boots, the light up shoes? Would she be happy if you bought her the boots? What if you showed her the price of each? Would she care? Right? Would she care? Probably not. Right? If you had them both in front of her and said, "Hey, these are I keep the pink light up Skechers, but you get the cowboy boots," she might say, well, I want those. I want the Skechers light up shoes, right? And what if you said, well, you don't want the Skechers light up shoes? They're cheap, right? They're only $34.99. Your 5-year-old sister isn't going to care about the price of that product, right? She cares about the way it looks, right? And the lights that are on the side, and it's very much attention grabbing, and it's bright pink, right? Probably maybe her favorite color, right? Which tends to be the favorite color of a lot of girls at that age, right? So again, it's really just speaking to her. She's seeing that and going, wow, look at that product, right? So the boots are much higher quality. They're genuine leather, made to last years. It can be functional it can be a functional or stylish work boot or a lifestyle fashion accessory. The light up shoes are not designed to last years. Toddlers grow fast and may only be a few months before the kid grows out of the shoes. Therefore, the product's made with cheap material and a basic LED lighting system that costs pennies to make and install. If you explain to your 5-year-old sister that the Skechers shoes are a cheap product, would she care? Probably not. Can you imagine giving a Midwestern cowboy a pair of pink light up Skechers? Don't do it, right? So again, products that do the same thing, cover people's feet, right? But just looking at these products, they tell a very specific story about who will most likely buy those products. So it gives us an idea of the price range, right? So if again, a cowboy that's a Midwestern cowboy, right? Somebody that works on a ranch every day, wants a nice pair of boots. They're probably not going to go out and get a $34 pair of cowboy boots, right? They won't last long. They're not going to provide the function that's needed. These are steel-toed, genuine leather. They're meant to last years, even in harsh conditions, right? So again, they're willing to pay more for a top-of-the-line, genuine leather, functional, stylish product like the cowboy boots that you see. You may be looking at those going, I don't want those at all, right? Well, again, that explains the point perfectly. You're probably not part of that target market because you do not fit the market segments. And when we say market segments, again, we're talking about the demographics, the geographics, the psychographics, and behavioral, right? Oftentimes it takes traveling to notice the big differences between the geographics, and you're going to meet a lot of people in this world, right? From different demographics, different psychographics, and behavioral, and it's just kind of interesting to look at the products that people are wearing based on their lifestyle. You can see the different segments that are out there. All right. So moving on from this, you don't have to necessarily answer these questions. I just wanted to kind of make a point there. I want you to click the link right there, the YouTube link right here. All right, for Power Beats Pro. It's a Power Beats Pro review. I think the guy does a good review of it. And then answer the questions below. All right, short answer. Again, any of the questions are really short answer, unless it says circle one. But just answer them, and it doesn't need to be crazy complete sentences or anything like that. But it does need to answer the question fully. And I want you to be thinking about the product portion of the marketing mix, right? Look back up on this page here at what we talked about, or what was talked about here. This is a great page that really sums up the product portion of it. Is that a product is designed with specific features that are aimed to fulfill the needs or wants of specific people. Okay. Again, those features that are within, like the steel toe boots, right? Does it matter that they're steel toed? You might be like, I don't care about that, right? But there's a specific reason that they're steel toed boots, right? Very, very specific reason for that to be in there. That is going to speak to someone specifically, and they're going to go, oh man, steel toed, that's what I'm looking for, right? That's what I need. So something that, again, speaks to someone else may not speak to another person, but that means that person may not be the one that the product is intended for. All right, so make sure you're reading through that again. Answer the questions as best you can, get that in, and we'll move on to pricing strategy. I will grade what we have so far. We'll move on to pricing strategy tomorrow, and I look forward to it. This is gonna be fun. I'm really trying to create as much as I can here for you guys to make this really focused on the marketing mix, and then we'll move on to bigger and better things. We may even do a little project on our own, the fast food review project as well, and maybe we can have a day where those projects are somehow presented. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're gonna be flexible and continue to march on. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. See it.